Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endry, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, we are now free to roam the world and begin doing several different quests, things like that. It's nothing particularly important. We can now kind of do whatever we want, really. We've been told to talk to Peshik. Might not be a bad idea. And also, yeah, we have a bunch of DLC. I have all of them. Some of them we're not going to see until quite a bit later. And we'll go over that then. Let's see here. Important things to note that I don't think I went over last time at the end. These ancient maps will show us some endgame equipment. I'm not going to be using them at the moment. I really don't think it's necessary, per se. There's Peshik.
A word with you, young fellow.
Sure. What do you want to talk about, Peshik? Peshik? Darn you, Peshik. Talk to me. Well, let's be civil.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Sure.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
Yeah, sure. Tell me more.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. God be with you.
Hey, give us booze. Can't be that bad. Aw. Hello, Mutt. Mutt has followed us. We will deal with Mutt in a moment here. Let's see here. What else should we show off? Well, sure, why not? If we go around here, it's a nice mill, by the way. I do like the architecture. If we come around here, we can kind of find other things we can lockpick. I've never been caught lockpicking any of this stuff. He just got random stuff everywhere. I don't even think it's... Yeah, this isn't even robbing. You can just take this stuff if you need it. Which is kind of cool. Can I pick these? I can. Cave mushrooms. These are actually fairly rare. So I never even knew those were there before. And we can lockpick this. I don't have my lockpicks. I forgot. What? Did I not save after picking up my lockpicks? Or did I break them all and forget? No, I definitely did some lockpicking. I really don't have... I really broke all of my lockpicks? I guess I did? I don't remember breaking all of my lockpicks. Huh. I wonder if that's a glitch. I did get this open, right? Yeah. Did I accidentally put my lockpicks in there? Alright, I'm now very confused. I don't know what happened to my lockpicks, but that's okay. We're just gonna quietly pretend, I guess. Whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna drink this wine. Yay, a new level in drinking. Fantastic. Alright, well, we need some lockpicks, so we're gonna talk to Peshek again. Where can I find a shovel?
Where can I find a shovel?
There's one right outside, leaning against the cart.
Cool. Can you teach me to pick locks?
May the Lord watch over. Try unlocking this trunk.
Will do.
Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. Otherwise, it'll be fucked and you'll have to start all over again. You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. But remember, this trunk's only for practice. With real locks, you have to watch.
Neat. We gotta save your shops. The really cool thing about this is it will continue to relock. And you can actually get quite a few ranks of lockpicking here. If you're not playing hardcore mode with the reduced XP. But hey, we got up to rank 3 lockpicking. We can either pick Repairman. That's okay. Or lasting lockpicks, and I definitely recommend lasting lockpicks. It makes a big difference. So if we open it and close it, we can get a little bit more XP here. And lockpick XP is actually quite important. Believe it or not, there are times you're going to want to pick a lock, and it's not going to be stealing. Isn't that fantastic? You can only do this, I think, like, I want to say 5 times. So we're just going to power through that real quick. Picking a lock doesn't actually take all that long, thankfully. And you can see, once you've got lasting lockpicks, it's not nearly as bad. Get through this. And we're even drunk, and we're doing pretty good. Let's not break a pick unnecessarily now. Let's see here. So we have a couple of actual missions in the game right now. They're nothing too particularly pressing. But mainly at this point, we're just going to try and figure out how to survive. I do have a few groschen. Wow. Okay, you can do this a few more times than I thought you could. But a few groschen, so I'm not worried about starving in particular. In the normal game, like, if you're not on hardcore mode, you never have to worry about starving. The pots of food replenish fast enough that you'll never have to worry about not having food to eat. Huh. Surprised we can get this much out of it. Maybe it was 10 times. Either way, it's all worth doing. Skill for lockpicking is dangerous to get. There we go. Alright, that's all we can do. How far did we get? Almost up to 4. Yeah, if we didn't have the, like, harder to learn, we could probably be at 4 or 5 right now, quite easily with lockpicking. But that's good. That's a decent amount. And now I have lockpicks, I can actually go and pick this. Fairly easy, even for an easy lock. And then, yeah. None of this stuff seems to be stealing, which is kind of cool. I don't need it. But if you need some quick money to start off with because you don't have any, there you go. There's a way to get a little bit of money just selling those hides. I will show you where you can sell them in a bit. Here's our main road. That way leads deeper into the country. And in here we've got, I don't know, stables? Probably stables. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, those aren't stables. Those are, I don't know, what are those? Do I have a torch? I don't have a torch. Really? Didn't pick up my torch? I'm forgetting all sorts of stuff now. I didn't pick up my torch. Probably go pick up a torch. Yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Other things about the miller. You can pick a bunch of herbs around here. Some of which are more useful than others. And oh man, there's an entire mint patch here that I didn't know about. Cool. Well, that will be good to know for later. And then you've got tons of dandelions over here. So if you're looking for some basic herbs to pick up, there are a few. There's a lot of mint. Good. I will try and remember that for the future. I will absolutely forget it. There you go. More importantly, around here, if you dig around, you might find some hemlock. Trying to think of what else you might be able to find. Do I need a duck to climb this? I do. Is there any reason to? Probably not. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Oof. Ouch. And I just broke my legs. And there you go. That's how little digs to get fall damage. Marigolds I'm definitely going to pick. And hey, even more mint, I think. Yep. Cool. I didn't really want the chamomile either, but let's go ahead and pick that. Pick some marigold. Because we're gonna want that. Very hard lock. We're not gonna be able to open that for a long time. Probably. Dovecoat. Dandelions. Teresa. And over here, if we want to grab it, is a shovel. I do. Or a spade, sorry. You want to always keep one of those on us if possible. It can be quite helpful. Let's go talk to Teresa.
Have you eaten yet?
I have, yes.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Teresa?
Look at you, lover boy.
So, if you click How Did You Manage to Survive, you will go to the DLC. I do not want to do that.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own. And I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker, you know? I don't want to think about Skalitz. So, I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
Sure, I'll take him.
Alright. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Mutt is a good dog. Actually quite useful to have him around. We'll pick him up in a minute. We're going to go through our dialogue.
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those human rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all.
Let's see, what else can we talk about? How about Skalitz?
Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
And we've got a lot of dialogue to go through, folks.
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. So Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here, God bless them.
What about the bandits?
So Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Why would Zbyszek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those... humans, they call them. When the humans came, Zibishek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard! Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzig. I promised Father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Rattay. And some of the Rattay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka? Did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhojed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
We'll find all of them later.
What about Sir Radzig?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Rattay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzig, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
How did you get away from those humans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you... When they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone. Kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother, but he... My brother was dead, but I owe my life and more to you.
and I owe mine to you. The scales are balanced. I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
And we're just going to end our dialogue for now. But yay, lots of white dialogue, which means speech should be getting better at least. Yeah, we're doing pretty decent. Speech is a little bit tedious to get up, unfortunately. But that's just kind of how it is. Let's see here. So always keep an eye out when you're going through the woods. See if you find anything interesting to pick. I'm going to try and find some belladonna just to show it off. There is some around here somewhere-ish. Try to remember where. Oh, mutt. Got to pick up mutt. Almost forgot. That looks savory. Mutt, where are you? Where is Mutt? Am I just being blind? I'm just being blind. He's by Peshek. Hi, Mutt.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me?
Aw, Mutt's a good boy.
Skalix, remember? Wanna go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
Okay, so yeah, we can we get Houndmaster, and we can check him out and all sorts of things. So we will go ahead and take a look at some of that here. So now we have a sidekick. We don't have a horse yet, but we do have a dog. His sense of smell is okay. His obedience is not good, and he's just doing whatever the heck he wants, which isn't really a problem. Mutt, come here.
To me?
Hi, Mutt. All right, I'm gonna talk to him. So let's give him some food.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
So food and praise will make him more obedient. He likes to eat meat. And there you go. You just drop it on the ground and he chomps it up. Nice. So I'll praise him.
Good fella. That's my boy.
And he gives us a confused look. What other commands do we have? We have heal and free and go back to the mill.
Come
We'll
on,
just say
free.
free. And this all kind of starts to upgrade our skill for Houndmaster. And we really, really would like to get this up to 3 so that we can get hunting. He is so useful for hunting, it is ridiculous. Yeah, honestly, adding the dog to the DLC as a DLC was probably the best thing they did for this game. It makes it significantly less frustrating. We're going to pick up some nettles here for reasons that we'll get to eventually. We've got some sage over here. Let's see. Pick up a few more nettles just in case. I know I've got plenty of marigold so far. We're going to eventually make some potions here in the near future. We discovered the mill. So there you go. We now officially know there's a mill. We can look at our map and go all the way over here, and we are here outside of Rete. We can't see our marker here, so we are actually going to have to learn how to navigate by landmarks. So keep that in mind. I could swear that out here somewhere there was some belladonna. I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. There's tons of nettles out here, though. Maybe it's the next yard over. Whatever. I do want to find it eventually, just to show it off, because I'm terrible at finding it in the wild. I really am. All sorts of little passageways back here you can look at. There it is. There's the belladonna. What it looks like. Yeah. It's not the easiest to spot. Gonna be honest. It's just really not. At least for me. Maybe that's just me, though. Alright. Wasted enough time looking at that stuff. Here, we have the tanner. You can sell hides to the tanner, who is a trader.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
And we could talk about Rete, and of course, we're going to exhaust all of these dialogue options.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
What's life like in Ratai?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armorer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with him?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wild tales, but I heard truly terrible things.
Huh, well, there you go.
May the
People
Lord watch over
in the
you.
town don't really like the Skalitz folks because, well, they're refugees. And of course, feudal society, feeding extra mouths is not always that easy. So there you go. Alright, so we are going to take a little side trip. We could go into Rete. I don't particularly want to. Oh, thistle. Neat. There's herbs everywhere, so don't be afraid to pick herbs and stuff. They spawn everywhere. Just grab what you need. I'm not going to pick any more at the moment, just because I don't really need any, but there you go. If you need thistles, there's some thistles. We're going to head out towards the water. Henry doesn't swim. Keep that in mind. And they're going to say some things to us. Here we've got some trout. I'm going to go ahead and grab those because they are decent food and we can feed them to mutt. I believe we can feed them to mutt. Let's find out.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Yep, let's go ahead and feed him a trout. Hey, very nice. Oh, look, we're overloaded by fish. Out here, there are interesting sight, which tells me, yeah, moonshine. There are just anytime you go to like a place like this where it's in the water, you can find moonshine. There's these fish traps here. These do refill over time, so you can check them out multiple times if you just follow the river down here. One thing I am going to do, since we just got a marigold decoction, was that considered food? Oh, it is. I'm going to go ahead and use this. That will start to heal our injuries a little bit. So yeah, if you walk along the river here, you can find some fish traps, which is good for food. There's a whole ton of St. John's wort right here in case you ever need some. I don't. I'm going to grab these nettles even though I'm already overweight. Terrible of me, probably. Yeah. Here's some fields. They don't really ever have anything in them, but of course, herbs all around the edges. They probably consider them weeds, and nobody cares if you pick them, which is kind of cool. There is a river crossing here, where you will find some fish traps, I think, and probably some more moonshine. I'm not tremendously worried about it. Random building here, nothing important in it. That being said, we are coming out this way for a particular reason, which does not involve following the waterfront. I am going to get my sword out just in case there can be a random ambush near here. Let's go ahead and read this. These are... I don't know if those are... I think those might be backers. Could be wrong. Going over country is a little dangerous. Getting away from roads is a good way to get lost in a hurry, especially if you're me. We can, however, see that there's a bit of a camp here. And this will become an interesting site because there's a camp here. I'll mark it for us for later. More to the point. Oh, look, an axe. If memory serves, and it generally doesn't, yeah, we could sleep and save there. That's kind of neat. So this does give us a place to save without using a schnapps. I could swear that somewhere over here there was a locked chest, but I could be mistaken or just blind. Both of those are quite likely. Yeah, little side path there. Here's mushrooms. If you want free food, you can eat those mushrooms. They cook up pretty well too. Let's go ahead and sheath our sword. Say hi to this wayfarer.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
About Rete. And now you've got more dialogue.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
So people don't like the young lord.
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that.
All right, we've heard that one before.
How do the Rattay folk...
I know they got nowhere to go. Scullets is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. The soldier was saying in the alehouse them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
All right. People don't like the Cumans. Good to know.
May the Lord watch over you.
What's up, Mutt? Like I said, I could swear there was a chest up here. Well. Broken fire pit. There's probably one over here somewhere that I've completely forgotten where to find it. Not a big deal. Doubt I'd have the lockpicking to open it anyway. Oh, there's a barrel. So, be careful in this area. You can get ambushed by some bandits. Occasionally. Depends on what the game decides to throw at you. I think we just got the Wayfarer instead. And let's see. Let's run in the woods here a bit. Just see what's out here. Yes. Like, it's getting a little dark. Oh, well, this is almost nighttime again. And I didn't bring a torch. Being out at night, not necessarily all that advisable. For reasons most of you can probably think of. And of course I've walked off the path and now I'm never going to find it again and we will wander aimlessly forever. Not actually, but you know. Should probably wait until morning to go doing a lot of really deep exploring in the area. I've really lost the path. Huh. Oh well. I'm not worried about it. The wilderness actually isn't all that dangerous in and of itself. Okay, we're on the hill. This must be part of Cemetery Hill. Yes, yes it is. There's our road again. So this is kind of Executioner's Hill. If you're looking for herbs, they are everywhere out here. This site is gorgeous. As you can see, we've got St. John's wort. Got some pretty yellow flowers. If you search around, you can find belladonna, things like that. I know there's something around here. I'm just kind of looking for it right now. So bear with me here. So that corner right there is where bandits can ambush you. It's kind of irritating. I may just have to come back in the morning to find what I'm looking for. I am not having much luck. Alright, well if that's the case, we're just going to keep heading down this way then. I know there's stuff out here. But for the moment, we can walk back down to the path. And let's see here. We want to go... So basically that's the campsite we were at. That's the lumber mill. So we're kind of in this area here. And we want to kind of end up over here-ish. Which we can do just by following the road here. And yes, we are getting tired. We've used up a lot of energy and such, and we've been up for a while. You wouldn't think it, given how little we've moved from where we started, but there you go. And the map is pretty detailed. You can use it to navigate pretty well by landmark. It's not perfect, definitely not perfect, but it's generally good enough. So I kind of want to get over to this area over here. Ooh, wormwood? Yeah, it's definitely wormwood. Where we can find, I think this is a charcoal burners camp. That would be my guess. Or just a camp. It's just a camp. So here at the camp, we can actually cook things. In this case, we're going to cook these fish. Oh, accidentally used the pot, but it doesn't really matter. So you can see the pots do refill your hunger a bit. Not a lot. And yes, we have to cook these all individually, which is thankfully not the case with other forms of food, but we do have to cook the trout individually. So trout here, it does decay. It's currently at 90, so we might as well eat it first. And you can sell it for a little bit of gold too. Nourishment is good now. Mutt, come here.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
And feeding gives XP. That's why I like to kind of feed Mutt and praise him every now and then. There you go. It does literally put on the ground. You can pick it back up. Yay, new level of Houndmaster.
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
And there we go. Here we've got the camp proper. Maybe these are charcoal burners, aren't they? Certainly looks like it. All right, and we need to go sleep. I might just actually head back to that little campsite and sleep there. What does it say we can gather over here? Dandelion? Probably dandelion. Whatever. Not too worried about it. So yeah, we don't have a real goal right now. I mean, we do. go talk to Sir Radzig and continue on the quest, and I have no real drive to hurry through that at the moment. Yeah, I don't see a need to rush through the main plot. That being said, side quests are always fun. Oh, there's a nest. Yep, there's a nest. Hey, actually got it. I'll be darned. Hey, a lockpick. Now, did my arrow stick in it? That's the question. I don't see my arrow, so it's probably a lost cause. You can recover your arrows. Probably recommended that you do. Now, do recall we have. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting tired. We have somnus. We have sleepwalking. So we are going to. What's it? Some ambulance. Some ambulance. Something like that. So there is a chance when we go to sleep that we are going to wake up somewhere else. Hey, look, it's Wayfarer. If you want to practice your stealth, by the way, Wayfarers are pretty good because you can knock them out here on the road. And as long as they're not aware of you, you'll get some stealth up, and nobody will really care. As long as, the guy himself didn't catch you. It's a good way to get your stealth up. I would rather not just knock out random Wayfarers. I haven't quite decided whether we're going to play Noble Henry or Ignoble Henry or whichever artificial way we want to go about it. We could be a good guy. We could be a bad guy. I'm not sure which way I want to go yet. Let's see here. I can't really see a darn thing, which means probably, yeah. It's probably going to be best to go actually back to the, oh, we found Rete. Good for us. Yay, we found Rete. There's that nest. The nests do stay marked on your map in case you want to come back for them later. I just happen to carry a bow, so I figured why not? Some of them are much trickier to get than others. Hi Mutt, how you doing? So yeah, I kind of want to go do the side quest with the executioner real quick. Oh yeah, there's a cooking fire here too. It is kind of nice to keep in mind where the cooking fires are if you are going to go gather your own food and such. I should also probably drop stuff in a chest. We're almost back. This is the bridge right by the millers, so we are almost back home. I should say it's by the tanner, not the miller. This is the tanner's place. Yeah, we're really head bobbing there. Be wary of going up to houses at night, especially if you're considering doing things a little untoward, because there are dogs. And they do bark, and people do react to the dogs barking, so keep that in mind. Alright, well, we're back home, so I suggest we, one thing I am going to do, I think, is get rid of a little bit of this armor. It's a little overkill for where we are right now. What do I want to get rid of? I would like to get rid of... Let's put the coif away. We definitely don't need to be carrying that around because it literally doesn't do us any good at all. Same with the shirt. Alright. That reduced our weight by a good chunk. Actually, I might put the coif back because I don't think it weighs much. Yeah, we'll put the coif back on. Luckily, this game doesn't require us to strip down to sleep. Though, do keep in mind that you might not want to wear armor all the time. People treat you differently in armor than they do without. Let's get our energy back. That will be good enough. We don't have to get to full every time. And as you can see there, our nourishment is going down. Would you believe we get hungry when we sleep? And we get hungry rather quickly. Very good. Daytime. While I'm here, and I'm going to take the torch. I would like to be able to wander around in the dark just a bit. As you can see there, right now we are debuffed. It is raining. Kind of wonderful. We have a debuff for like 2 hours of negative stats, so do keep that in mind. So let's head back towards the Executioner's Ground, now that it's light out. Heaven forbid. Maybe I'll be able to see something. If you're playing this for the first time, don't play hardcore mode, folks. It's interesting for the challenge, and you know I'm going to complain about it relentlessly because I'm bad at video games. Big thing though here is not knowing where you are on the map as a first-time player can be really frustrating. So I wouldn't do it. Not first time. So we're going to go ahead and go up here. Hopefully not get destroyed by whoever's waiting here. Hopefully. We'll see. Yes, I know, my stats are low. That's why I'm using the weapon, to get better stats with it. There's the camp to our left there. We can see it pretty easily. Here's some mushrooms. I'm actually going to pick a few of these. Should be enough. Actually, it's a few too many. We can eat these raw. They are worth 2 nourishment. They don't last long. Actually, these fish are about to go off, so I'm just going to go ahead and eat all of them. Got a little overstuffed there. Knowing where ambush points are can be quite useful. See, I could swear that somewhere around here there was a chest. Apparently, however, I'm just wrong. There's not a chest. Or I'm blind and there is one, and I'm just missing it for some reason. But for some reason I thought there was a chest up here. Maybe it only appears after certain events happen. It is possible, I guess. I don't know. Oh, anyway, that's what I was kind of looking for out there with that chest. And if there's someone sitting here, be really wary. It's probably an ambush. Looks like today we might get lucky. I could swear there was something out here too, but I could be tremendously wrong. Oh, the rain. Oh, hey. There it is. Ornamented gold goblet. Neat. Well, there's some free money. And here's a chest, which we need to lockpick, and this is why I said it's important to keep your lockpick skill up. I probably could have made that one work, but okay, where's my actual center? There we go. And we get a Buck's Blood Potion. which increases our stamina. 51 groschen, that's nice. A goblet, a ring, and a goblet. Very nice. Good money there. We made good money doing that. So there you go, out here in the woods, find the barrel in the clearing, and you'll find a chest. And it's not that far off the road, as you can see. Kind of straight out through the white flowers here, right before the bend in the road. Cool. Good chest to find. Come out here, you can see that there are herbs everywhere out here. And I want to say if you go into the woods around the edges here, you can find some belladonna. But as with everything, don't quote me on that. Oh, well, here's a ton of mint. Some wormwood. That's nice to know. So yeah, if you're looking for herbs, kind of like Skalitz itself, if you come out here to the Executioner's Ground, you can find tons of them. Tons and tons and tons of herbs. Just don't get yourself lost wandering too far out. We are near the edge of the map, so there is a point where it will just say turn around, belladonna. Always pick belladonna if you can find it. There is a reason for that. It is one of the most useful herbs. It's also not particularly common. Outside of certain spots. Come on. No, that was mint. I didn't want to pick mint. Come on, pick the belladonna. There you go. There's probably more out here, but I'm not too worried about it. Just if you see it, you know, grab it. It's quite handy. Marigold, of course. Oops. Hi, Mutt. Well, let's go ahead and...
Look what I've got for you.
I don't think I fed you today, so let's go ahead and give you some of that dried meat. I would recommend, once you find a butcher, always grab some dried meat. See, I know this is Marigold. And for fun, let's go ahead and praise him, because...
That's a good boy. That's my boy.
It's all about just getting a little bit of handling XP with him. Cool. As we can see here, if we look at our map, we are probably on this road. It is going to split eventually. Look at all those flowers. This place is gorgeous. And you'll find out that... Oh, eyebright. So remember that there's eyebright up here too. That's also difficult to find. And it can look a little weird. It's very useful for making night vision potions. Which has... Well, you can guess why those would be useful, right? Especially how dark this game is. There's more eyebright. Good. And there's a dead horse. These don't ever go away either, as far as I know. They just kind of stay on the map. And it's kind of disgusting. Anyway, if you come all the way out here, besides the fact that there's a lot of flowers out here, I mean, you can probably go from 0 to 100 or 0 to 20 level in herbalism out here. Here's a shrine. And yeah. Pretty sure those are just backers. Shrines are kind of cool. They're mostly just used as navigational waypoints, and occasionally events occur near them. So we now know that we are here. So kind of head in this general direction. We'll eventually end up at the Hesmond's house. No combat yet so far. Normally I've gotten at least one combat encounter by this point. Thistle. I haven't seen the herb de Paris, but herb de Paris is a little bit more of a forest herb than it is a fields herb. So, we could, you know, come over here, look around, find the new grave, It's over here somewhere. That being said, I don't think, you know, we haven't really decided whether we're going to be Honorable Henry or not Honorable Henry, have we? So I guess we should probably play it being not Honorable Henry. So here's the gallows. Yeah, right there. And the torture chamber, or torture table. Always fantastic, right? And I'm just trying to remember where this guy got buried. Because I don't think it's a marked grave. I think it's just a pile of dirt in the ground. Horse tracks. Oh, here we go. We're in the quest area. So it's somewhere around here. Ah, here it is. Here's your grave. We're going to go ahead and... I guess we won't be honorable at all.
Christ wound, what a fucking stink. How long have you been lying here?
That being said...
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, that stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Alright, so... we could go back to Peshek. I don't really think that's particularly necessary. So there was a ring on the corpse. It's not there now, so why don't we go ahead and just... I don't know. Oh, by the way, if you need another spade, there's spade right there. This is the executioner. Hi, executioner. Not long ago, you buried this convict.
This is a bit awkward, but recently you buried a convict, and this convict,
Yeah. Let's see if we can play on his feelings.
was a family man. He left 3 young children, and I thought it might ease their hearts if I gave them the ring their father had on him in his final hour. I'm sure you wouldn't bury him with such a valuable thing.
Children, you say? You're right, I do have the ring. But actually, it's a worthless bauble. You can have it for a few groschen.
Cool. 20 groschen? Sure.
It's a deal.
Here it is.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
So we got taken a bit. But that's the quote-unquote honorable way to deal with this. You could, of course, lure him out, try to avoid his hounds there, or feed them some meat with some sleeping pills, sleeping ointment on it. Or you could sneak him here in the back and go into his area up there, lockpick his chest, grab the ring from there. I just felt like doing it that way, just to show that even if it tells you that, oh, you've got to be a scoundrel to do this, you don't actually have to be. You could talk to people, bargain, or just pay your own money if you're feeling like a charitable sort. It's kind of neat. Not everything is so cut and dry. Now some missions you do have to just be a scoundrel to complete, and there's not much you can do about that, but not all of them. So there you go. So there are some trails back here behind the executioner. I don't think we're actually on one right now, but you know, they do exist back here. Let's see here. So we came in this way, so there's definitely some stuff here in the forest we could look for. Might be worth finding. I just have to remember where they are, which paths to follow. This particular area isn't all that dangerous. I don't think you can run into random bandits out here. It's not really a bandit area. So I think what I'm going to hold myself to is I am not going to poach, and I am not going to use alchemy to make money, because it really breaks the game. Like, poaching just destroys the economy of the game. And it's very easy to do, and it's not actually all that easy to get caught doing it, so there you go. There is a spot out here I really do want to find. Here's our path going down. So this leads to the river here. So we're basically over here somewhere. There is an area I want to find out here, if I can. So we're going to just kind of wander through the woods a bit. We're not encumbered anymore. Fantastic. We can run a little. Work on that vitality. Hopping fences is better, though, but we can run. Is this what I'm looking for? No, this is just trees. Oh, well, we found bandits. This is bad. Oh, we found a lot of bandits.
Is that the best you can do?
Is that all you've got?
Oh, they've got a dog. I fear that we may die here.
I'll slaughter you.
We may definitely die here. Yep. Oh, man. So I was wrong. And now I'm going to have to redo all of that. All right. Well, that's combat. I am going to go talk to him again. Yeah, so that's combat. 5 against 1. We didn't stand a chance at all. So I'm going to go run back there. I'm probably not going to pick up the belladonna or anything. It's not really worth it. Let's see, our obedience is up to 100. And yeah, that was just unfortunate. That's just what happens when you get ganged up on. I don't have the skill or the armor to take those kind of hits. Not from that many folks, so we're basically at the point where I want to end the episode, but I do want to at least get back what we lost. Keep in mind that we've got some food about to go off, so I might as well eat it. And hopefully we don't get attacked by a group over here. Did not help that I started that fight with basically no stamina. Because I was running around, and yeah. I should have just run. Immediately run when I saw how many there were. But that's just how it is. It gets easier once Mutt is more obedient. He'll help you in fights. Unfortunately, he is not currently very obedient, so he really won't help us much in the fights. Or to say, we don't have the perks that make him really help us in the fights. So let's just do this the express way. Grab a smaller handful of mushrooms this time. Much better. Let's see how unlucky we get up here. I recommend, really, if you're walking through the wilderness, keep your weapons out. The time it takes to draw them could be fatal. So let's see if we were right. So we're here. Oh, hi, Wayfarer. Have we talked through you, all of yours?
Good day to you. What do you...
Yep.
Farewell.
Oh, good. We got the Wayfarer. So, supposedly... Well, I just kind of pushed through the brush out here. Should end up... Yeah, that's a pretty good landmark. Let's go ahead and grab what we got. Pick up all those. We're overloaded. That's the other thing is, being overloaded is never fun either. And I'm going to keep my weapon out just in case there's an ambush. I've shown you all where the belladonna is. I'm not going to be using belladonna for a while. That's why I'm not going to go repick it. It's mostly just there to show you folks at home. And there's somewhere out here in one of these, there is, in fact, a, how do I want to put it, marigold field. So if you want to grab marigold, there are fields of it out here. You can see marigold around us in a few spots. Marigold is probably the most useful plant overall because it makes the marigold decoctions. There are better decoctions, but the marigold one is very simple. I will demonstrate how to make it. I'm not going to sell potions, but I will show you how to make them for your own use, at least the marigold decoction, because it's your primary healing potion. I do want to go get this shrine. Are we going to run into trouble out here? The other thing I want to see is if I can trigger any different events, because there are different events that can occur in this general area. Looks like my answer is going to be probably not. Doesn't look like it. So I'll trigger the shrine. I really did want to find that one last thing before we quit, so it's going to be a long episode. Oh, combat in this game is brutal, and we are not trained to do any of the fancy things that make combat a little more simple. We are definitely going to have to do a training montage at some point, and by montage I mean me making a video where I tell you to skip to the next one if you're not interested in watching me flail around uselessly with a sword. Alright, let's go get our ring back. We can go ahead and sheath this. We're not in the wilderness anymore. And people do occasionally get a little upset when you're, drawing weapons around them. They don't like it in the city at all. Is it late enough that the dogs are out? Well, let's wash ourselves off a bit. Alright. Hello. It's me. There we go.
This is a bit awkward.
You've seen this. Play on his feelings.
What?
Oh, we failed.
Are you implying I robbed the dead?
And that... Oh, hi.
I'll squash you like the louse you are. Ow! Ah!
So now we have to fight. Which is unfortunate because I am lousy at fighting.
Yeah. What's the matter? Yeah.
Especially when I've been still waking up. But hey, we'll get some arm skill. It's a little unfortunate that we lost the reputation.
Here.
Hey, we got a skill in unarmed. So the skill in unarmed, it doesn't actually make us more likely to hit him, or any better at actually throwing punches, but it does do more damage. Ow, I keep losing the clinches. It's usually bad. We can kick, by the way, with the F key. Well, we got a good hit in. But we are definitely not a fighter. Yet. And being aggressive tends to be the way to go. I'm probably going to lose this fight, but I'm not drawing sword against him because it's just an altercation. Not a fight to the death here. We're not that mean. Yep. We are doing badly.
I'll wring your neck, you cur.
But that's to be expected early in the game. And I'm unconscious. Ah!
What are you doing
I don't know why I failed that skill check this time. You're just gonna punch me. Alright. And we're up. Hi. So yeah, we've very much failed that that part, but we haven't failed the quest, so it's just going to be more difficult to deal with. I would really like to drink one of these now. Thank you. And yeah. How's our weight? Well, now that our strength is back, we're underweight again. Fantastic.
Can I do anything to help?
And he's going to follow us for a bit. I don't know why that failed this time. We had a higher speech and everything. He just weren't having none of it. Alright, well he's walking away now. Or he was. But now he's not. And I think we're
What's
very...
going on there? Hey, who's there?
We're kind of visible. That's okay. Now we're not very visible. I am trespassing. Means I'd like to get this done quickly. Thank you. So this is the way you rob.
What?
I see he's way over there. So there you go. That's how you rob him. You got some saber schnapps from it too, which is nice. So I guess we're really like, I guess this is the game saying, by the way, you're committed to being Jerk Harry, so, or Henry, so, you know, enjoy that. There is, in fact, something in this forest I am trying to find. I don't know why it's being so difficult for me. Ah, well. I guess what I'm looking for isn't important, but it would be nice to find. And of course, I suffer from the same problem of not having a map. Oh, God. Ow! Oof. Yeah. We're a little worse for wear. I'm gonna just admit that. We're not where I'd like to be. Yeah. I bet you what I want is right up this path. Oh no, I want you to draw the torch. Or is that 2? No, it's not. I don't remember how I draw the torch. I think actually probably worked better if I actually took the torch and I didn't take it out of my... That's why it's not there. I didn't take it out of my... Here it is. So up here is... I can get around all this stuff. And of course it's dark, which makes it hard to show it, but... Oh, come on now. And now I've lost it. Of course I did. And what? So this is a garden plot. Herb putty. I want to say that if it were light out, I could actually find a path that would show that it leads to more herbs, but there you go. There's an herbal garden up there if you want to grab some herbs. And we're now 15 minutes over where I normally cut these off, so I should probably think about cutting this off. And we'll head back home. and rest a bit first, I guess. And it'll give us a save. And then next time we will go explore Rattay, I guess, and talk to Peshek about this ring that we stole. Yay. Anyway, folks, hope you are enjoying, and now you see why combat is not necessarily the best thing to do in this game. Especially not yet. We'll get better. We will. We'll get to the point where those bandits there really wouldn't have been a problem, but we ain't there yet, folks. Anywho, till our paths cross again, have fun and stay safe, everyone.